Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the update for today, which was Saturday, May the 30th of this year, 2026. So, um, first off, I'm coming to you. It is just about midnight while I'm filming this, 11:51 to be exact, and I'm reading off notes that are written with, at least at the beginning, with another useless marker. I purchased a pack of 120 markers off Amazon a couple of years ago, and most of them are pretty good. But that being said, to get to 120 colors, there are some really interesting ones, such as this one, number 163 apparently, out of 120, whatever. And it's called Green Bice. Now, I've gone ahead and written my home phone number with that marker on this piece of paper. Actually, it says not really, but you get my point. I legit wrote not really on this paper with that marker. Awesome. Now I understand why 120 markers for the price that I paid for it was such a good deal. So, trash pile. That actually went in, by the way. Little trash can right there that actually went in. I was probably standing in the way, but anyway. Let's see. So I worked in the accounting office this morning. It was another 5 to 2 shift. And while it was better than yesterday, there was still a lot of lottery stuff going on. Couple more errors. And again, these are the type of little things that we see pretty much every day. And yeah, it's a accounting office day without some mention of lottery is the exception and not the rule. And so after my big expose on the topic yesterday, today wasn't nearly as bad, but it still played a role. Finished today with accounting about 7 hours and 15 minutes. Again, still not a particularly good time when you're aiming for 5, but oh well. And I spent the last little bit of my time filling up some spray bottles with the Windex cleaner that we use, and tidying up what's called the cart graveyard, which is an area behind the store where the shopping carts that are broken get hauled back, and that's where the people that come and fix those things eventually come and get them and work their magic. But that area tends to get really messy with shopping carts, and as a matter of fact, I think what happens is that either carts get delivered from services that drive around and collect them, that the ones that end up off property and get dumped back there. Because you'll end up with big groups of carts that are not actually broken that end up back there or mixed in with the others. Anyway, this type of thing happens a lot. And so then I spent the last little part of my day sorting that out before heading out. We had trainees again today, which meant that, honestly, the fact that I had to spend almost my entire day doing off-the-floor stuff, not a biggie, because I've mentioned on previous occasions that having trainees is like having basically bonus hours that are scheduled over and above what we normally have. And given that staffing tends to be our number one issue on any given day, that's always a benefit. So, yeah. Let's see. Also, I mentioned in a video a while ago a song that my dad wrote for a manager at the time named Shanae. I have heard through social media that Shanae somehow either, long story short, is going to be kind of laid up for 5 or 6 weeks. Something involving leg or foot or something to that effect. And just want to send her the best. Shanae, we love you. And hope that recovery goes well for you. Keep in touch. Anyway, and also got a fun text this afternoon from my backup at work. I've mentioned her a few times, named Rochelle. Apparently, she was shopping at another store. I think she does like delivery service pickup stuff too. But anyway, ends up getting into a talk with a random customer there. And when the topic of my store comes up, customer essentially mentioned me as being one of her favorite people from that store. And actually remembered shopping at my store while doing student teaching of all things. And neat connection given my own connection to education and teaching. So cool story, and Michelle, thank you for sharing that. Yes, so I also mentioned in a previous episode as well, this silly compensation or like little promotion bonus system that my company has, where basically the only incentive that you're basically working under your own inspiration to do the right thing, because the only like promotion that they can give you are these little cards that look kind of neat but can be redeemed for merchandise, but the merchandise are like company branded t-shirts and hats and things that are outside of dress code and cannot be worn at the store. What are we going to do with company branded stuff? Are we going to wear it on the weekends or something? I don't really get it. Anyway, I mentioned that in one of these videos, and absolutely not taking credit for this happening or anything to that effect, because I don't think powers that be look at any of this. I'm just some random guy. But that being said, end up getting end up getting a one of those cards with a little letter attached to it that basically says, "Did you know you can also redeem these for a $5 gift card to use towards merchandise?" Oh, credit where it's due. All right. So that stack of these things that I was making fun of having for no good use for, turns out that's like $150. All right, well, that's good news. So, cool. All right. So just want to get on the record as correcting myself on that. I don't know if that was a new thing or something I just didn't know about before, but anyway, so there is that. Let's see. Went to the gym and then directly created an offset of that by going to Round Table Pizza. Unfortunately, I think it was one of those ones that they left in for like a couple of seconds too long, and you saw where it bubbled in one part of it, but still tastes good. And here again, one side benefit to eating out as often as I do, you get a lot of promotions and things where at least you get decent deals for eating out. And finally, before I run out of time, this thing behind me actually came from the upstairs bedroom, the same one that I'm basically taking all the current furnishings out of, because we're going to be getting some incredible, just beautiful new things that Mom is basically letting me have as she's downsizing before she gets ready to move. So clearing out some of the old things, this was just a set of shelves that I had up there that I've now pulled everything off of and am moving down to the garage. And took a silly picture of myself, like picking this up, and during the process while I was taking it down here, and actually posted on Instagram, where my latest kind of social media thing, I'm doing a photo of the day, some kind of thing of one of these things that I talk about during these videos, such as the gym or trash night or stuff like this, during a moment where I'm not going to film a video. Yeah, it's staged and it's posed and it's hokey and all that, but if you want to see another little snippets of into the world here, feel free to check that out. Anyway, have a great one, everyone. I appreciate you joining me all the way to the end, and we'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Ciao for now.